Hello and welcome to Shooting Our Mouths Off, the podcast for James fans by James fans. My name's Liam.
And I'm Laura. And today we are talking about one of my favourite people in the world, so I'm super excited. We're talking about none other than Johnny Marr.
Yes, so as we've mentioned in the past, this isn't going to be a podcast just about James. We are also going to explore other artists and other people who have perhaps worked with the band in the past, or who maybe do just have a vague connection to the band.
And Johnny has a massive connection to the band.
Yeah, he really does. Obviously starting back in
1985
when
James supported the Smiths on their Meet His Murder tour.
Yeah, and then most recently when James and Johnny co-headlined in America in 2024.
North America.
Did the North American tour together. And then in the United Kingdom when they did the two
Liverman
Bedford gigs when James and the orchestra and
so
Johnny Marr.
We'll do a little deep dive into all of those.
So obviously for you, Johnny Marr is is up there with James.
I always think that because gigs are so expensive these days, and now that we're adults and we don't have like a ton of free time, like if you went to gigs when you were in college, you have to be quite like, I don't know what the word is, a bit fussy about what you're using leave for. You have to prioritise what you're using leave for, what you're spending your money for. So that musician-wise, I have like a little tier. And James and Johnny are number one. They're my joint top tier. So last year was absolutely insane. But I feel like I've spent the last 34 years devastated that I wasn't around in 1985.
Yeah, same. Like it was very selfish of our parents that we weren't born in the 70s.
Well, because it was around about the time of our birthdays as well. It was like
it was like a March tour, wasn't it?
April, yeah, and it was quite a big tour. So I think the first time that Johnny and James did something after that was Festival in 2014. Have you been to Festival?
No, I haven't.
I've not either. But that was Johnny's Playland tour. Well, Playland era.
Yeah.
I always think of Johnny's solo career in eras.
Yeah.
I usually base them on what shirt he's wearing. So
yeah, you do, don't you?
That year he was wearing a pink shirt. And he joined, I think he must have been on before James on the same stage. And he came on and did Come Home with them.
Oh, that's awesome.
So I've always really hoped they'd do something again. And it took them 10 bloody years. Mm-hmm. But he joined them on stage again, didn't he, at Lytham and Bedford?
Yeah, and that was quite a nice surprise. Obviously looking over, and then it was just towards the end of Bedford. Was he coming on for Leyden?
Yeah.
I think you spotted the guitar tech thinking, what's he doing here? I think it was pretty obvious it was going to happen.
I don't know. I was hopeful.
Yeah, we were both hopeful.
I mean, nothing's obvious with James, is it?
No, but I think it's one of those things we've seen it in the past. Artists joining James on stage for things.
I don't know if I've seen anyone join James on stage.
I think on tours though, obviously we've seen Razorlight have came on after the 2024 tour.
Did they?
Yeah, they came
didn't
on.
They just
for some
did
times.
They actually do anything?
I think they just did.
Oh, actually, Aaron Starkey from Slow Readers. He did sometimes.
Yeah.
At the Manchester gig at the Albert Hall in 2017.
Yeah. So I think it's happened a few times.
Oh, and Jamie Webster in Halifax. What am I talking about?
Yeah, for getting away with it.
Yeah, they opened, didn't they?
Yeah.
I don't know what I'm talking about.
Because they asked him to come on because he had his set cut short.
Because of the lightning, yeah.
Because of the thunder and lightning.
So yeah, and Bez came on at Manchester Arena once. I clearly don't know what I'm talking about.
Tim Burgess went on with to do Late in 2016.
And Andy went on with the Charlatans to do Rescue.
Yeah.
The Bunnyman.
So it has happened.
So it has happened.
But
it happens more with Johnny, I think.
Yeah.
Johnny joins. I've seen Johnny. I mean, Johnny usually gets a guest in London.
Yeah.
I've seen him do How Soon Is Now with Little Barry, Billy Duffy. He's had an electronic reunion with Bernard Sumner before.
Yeah, and also with
Neil Tennant.
Yeah, on the
in London at Cat Live recording.
Came on for Rebel Rebel and Getting Away with It.
You absolutely love that recording as well,
I do. I really do like it because it's two of my favourite songs, and
yeah.
I do quite like Neil Tennant.
I would love to hear Johnny do Rebel Rebel again.
Yeah.
That'd be amazing. But yeah, I'm trying to think who else he's done. Matt Johnson. He did Summer in the City. That was at Camden Roundhouse. God, he's been on with everyone, Johnny, hasn't he? I've seen him with the Cribs.
Obviously, you've seen him. Like, how many times have you seen Johnny now?
I think it's about 86.
86, bloody hell.
I know.
So I'm only new to Johnny. So when was your first Johnny experience? When did you discover him?
Johnny?
Yeah, how did you discover Johnny?
It's a bit of a weird one. Do you remember Blackpool, the TV show with David Morrissey and David Tennant in?
Vaguely.
We'll watch it tomorrow. It was on BBC, and David Tennant was like a detective, and he was like investigating this family.
Sounds about right.
It's like Broadchurch, but with a bit of a musical. But they don't all sing; they sort of mime along to songs.
Okay.
And there's a Smith song in it. The Boy with the Thorn in His Side is in it, and that's David Tennant's. So he mimes along to that, and I was like, I love this song. Like, what is it? And I took it to my uncle, because he's the only other one in my family who has a good taste in music.
Okay.
So I took it to him, and he was like, oh, it's the Smiths. Like, I can lend you some, like, albums. And so he sent me home with The Queen is Dead. And he was a big electronic fan as well. So he sent me home with a ton of guitar magazines with, like, electronic interviews with Johnny and stuff.
Yeah.
So it just spiralled from there, I guess. Because then after that, I found out about, like, the Healers and the Cribs and Modest Mouse.
All the different things that Johnny's been involved in.
There's a lot to discover, isn't it?
Yeah,
it's similar to James.
James have got a massive back catalogue, but so
Yeah.
has Johnny. But Johnny's is more like different chapters.
Yeah, so many different bands.
It's like an anthology where you've got like 10 different books in a big folder, and they're all these different eras.
Yeah.
That's the thing, like you said, Johnny's got eras.
He has got eras, and I also associate the eras with his haircut.
Yeah.
I
Dress
mean,
sense, like at
yeah,
the minute he's
the
going
shirt.
through the denim jacket era.
We like the denim jacket era. I like the denim jacket era.
The last era was the gilet.
I did not enjoy the gilet era. I liked the flowery shirt era. That was adrenaline baby time. I feel like the listeners can tell by now that if I ever went on Mastermind, my topic would be Johnny Marr.
Or James. Which is pretty obvious for both of us.
Yeah.
We'll both go on. You do Johnny, I'll do James.
I feel like I could get a bit stumped with James if questions were about the 80s.
But I think with Mastermind, you can you can be quite specific about what it is. So you could say like Reformation, James, so like 2007
I mean,
onwards.
I'd want to do Johnny Marr's solo career.
Yeah.
Yeah, Johnny's solo career, I think, is so varied. Like, you start with The Messenger.
Mm-hmm.
It's quite a raw album, I think.
Yeah.
It's very guitar heavy. It's very energetic.
And he's trying to find, I think, listening to it, he's trying to find a new sound. Because he doesn't want to sound like the Smiths.
No,
he doesn't want to sound like anything he's done before. He's almost reinvented himself as Johnny Marr.
Yeah. It's the first time, because obviously there's always a bit of debate about whether The Messenger is his debut solo album because of the Healers, but that was with a band. Like, you had Zach Starkey and stuff. And that's a completely different vibe to The Messenger.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, it is quite a raw album.
To be fair, all of these different things are very different. He finds a different way of playing the guitar on every single one. They don't sound... I think you can always tell it's Johnny Marr playing, because he has got
he has that sound. And that's not to say... I think sometimes people think when you say, like, you can always tell it's him. But it sounds like an insult in a way, because you're saying, like, oh, he does the same thing over and over, and it's not at all. It's just that he's managed to make his own style.
But he does also make them different sounds. It's bizarre what he does. He's just so talented.
Yeah, because The Messenger as well, you've got the different songs on there. Say to Me.
Obviously, one of your favourites.
My username on all socials. That's one of my favourites. But it's such a brooding track.
Yeah.
And then you've got, like, Newtown Velocity, which is so poetic and, like, quite an acoustic vibe. And then you've got stuff like Upstarts, which is, like, a bit crazy. And then you go on to Playland, which was recorded. I'm pretty sure Playland was written and partially recorded on the road, because it was released about 18 months after The Messenger.
So quite soon. That's quite soon for another album.
I'm sure Easy Money was recorded on the bus.
Wow, that's impressive. On the bus?
I'm sure they did a recording. There was something to do with Easy Money being recorded like on the bus, like on a bus with a studio or something.
That's quite cool.
Yeah. I wonder where I read this. Imagine if I've dreamt it and I'm on a podcast being like, look at this fact about Johnny Marr. Yeah. He records on buses. I feel like it was probably... I'm just going to blame Set the Boy Free. It was in Set the Boy Free.
Okay.
If people say it wasn't, I'm going to be like, it's in the next version, the new version that he's not written yet.
Right, okay. So we're making up Johnny Marr facts.
We'll just make up Johnny Marr facts.
Yeah, that's fine.
Not true. But I think it's true. But yeah, it was definitely... I know he definitely wrote it. I'm sure maybe he started working on it with the band, like on the bus while they were touring, because they toured quite heavily for The Messenger. Mm-hmm. And Playland, I think, captures that live energy.
Yeah, it definitely does. It is quite for an album that's not a live album. It does feel it.
Yeah.
It's quite like, it's not heavily edited, and it's like there's not a lot of like backing tracks in it. It seems like everything was recorded live. There's like no drum machine. It does feel like quite a raw album.
Yeah, it's quite raw.
Like very handmade.
Yeah, absolutely.
Not very studio like. It was as if he probably did it in his own studio for that one, didn't he? Or is that the one he did in Germany?
Germany was The Messenger.
That was The Messenger.
That was in Berlin. Playland, he didn't open Crazy Face Studio until 2015, I don't think, or 2016.
Right,
because he named it Crazy Face after Joe Moss, like in tribute. Like Joe, if anyone doesn't know, Joe Moss had a massive impact on Johnny's career, basically. He managed him in the Smiths and he gave him his job in the clothes shop, Crazy Face. Yeah. So that's why he's named it Crazy Face in tribute to him. And he sadly passed away in 2015. So Johnny named his studio after him shortly after that. So I'm not too sure where Playland was recorded. I do know that the art of the cover was shot outside a sex shop on Tibb Street in Manchester, which is very interesting.
Oh, we should have went and visited that yesterday.
I don't know if it's still open. I remember...
But the location will still be there, obviously.
Yeah, maybe it's not a sex shop anymore. I don't know. I remember somebody telling me that they tried to have a photo there and the person that owned it got like really pissed.
It's free publicity.
Yeah, and I remember going once and it had like all cardboard like over the windows and stuff. Sounds a bit seedy.
Yeah, it does a little bit.
Maybe it was nicer when Johnny went. Obviously, he's not just taken a photo of it.
Was it a sex shop when he took the photo? Or is it... Yeah, it became that later? I
think it just had a good exterior, because obviously it's been like edited and...
Yeah, it's not...
Obviously, he's not just stood in front of us. That's not just the photo on the front cover.
He's not just walked down the street and said...
And gone, there's my album cover. That says everything I need.
And got Alvin to take his photo.
Who is Alvin?
I don't know.
This is another thing, everybody. Sometimes Johnny's really good with crediting people on his photos.
Yeah, he's really great.
Like, if he uses one of your photos on a tour, which is like such an honour, he will credit you. Like, it doesn't matter who you are. You could have taken it on a potato and like he'd still credit you. Like, it doesn't care. Like, if you're not a photographer, like, it doesn't matter. And I think that's really nice as well.
Yeah, like when we were in Copenhagen, Berlin, Munich, he shared a couple of hours.
Yeah, it's really nice. And I just think there's a lot of artists that only share photographers. Yeah. I think it's really nice. But sometimes he credits Alvin. And
they're like ones that are just of him though, aren't they?
Yeah, and
in the studio or just on the streets.
Yeah, on the streets there's a lot.
But they always seem to be ones as if the camera's on the ground.
So I'm thinking he's called his phone Alvin.
Who knows?
Well, I thought it was Angie, his lovely wife. But then...
And it was just like a code name.
Yeah, like a code name so people didn't go like searching for or something.
And Angie's taking his photo.
Because obviously he wouldn't tag like...
No, he's not.
I mean, if I was famous, I wouldn't tag like...
Your missus or your miss, you wouldn't. Or is it, or like you say, is it just his iPhone?
Yeah, because
and he thinks he's funny.
He does. He does think he's funny a lot. So,
he is a very funny man.
He is funny. I hope he doesn't listen to this. And we're like, he's very funny.
Lovely man.
Inflate his ego. But no, he's very naturally funny.
Yeah, he is.
He cracks me up. But yeah, I thought it was Angie for a couple of years, and then.
But when you look at the style of the photos, they're always like.
And in Europe, when Angie was there, he was putting Angie Marr as the credit, so it can't be Angie. And I mean, unless it's a chipmunk, I think it's.
It's at the right height.
Yeah, that's true. If it is on the phone, if it is on the ground,
maybe that's why he says it. Maybe we need Johnny. If you're listening,
do you think he's Dr. Dolittle?
Maybe.
Do you think it's like Snow White when she like goes into the kitchen and all the like animals come flocking in? Do you think that's what Johnny's house is like?
I was saying Johnny's a Disney princess now.
Yes.
Right. Okay. Fair enough.
Yes. If it means that the animals flock to him, then yes.
I think we've got a lot of explaining to do to Johnny Marr.
I don't know what album we're up to. Call the Comet.
Yeah.
So Playland goes from like really high energy, quite raw guitar again.
Mm-hmm.
I think most of the songs on Playland could be an opener.
Yeah.
I remember he opened with Playland quite a lot that year.
Mm-hmm.
Back in the Box, I think he opened with quite a bit. Back in the Box always absolutely stunned me because there's that instrumental bit in it, and he used to jump up and down like for the whole instrumental, and I used to be thinking I'd be dead. Like, I'd be on the floor, like, wheezing.
Yeah.
Like, the paramedics would be over, and...
You'd need them on standby for us.
I'd need them on standby.
Me and you we're an accident waiting to happen at gigs.
We're very clumsy.
You with your wrist, me with me hip and me back.
I mean, at least you've had actual operations on your hip and back, though. I'm just clumsy.
Yeah.
Like, you had no choice. It wasn't like that you'd fallen over or something.
No, it's just... fucked, basically.
Yeah, whereas mine, it's like, oh, what did you do to your wrist? Or I fell over the barrier. Why were you over the barrier? I was getting on stage.
Tim said 16 people could get up quick.
Yeah, he clearly meant Liam, Laura and 14 more people, please. Yes. That's what he meant.
You got over quite successfully but hurt your wrist. I got over
it's
and
like
just flopped
I've been waiting my whole life for that moment. I don't think, like, the barrier was so high as well.
It was the highest barrier we've ever seen. And it's almost as if it happened on purpose.
I know. I just absolutely...
The one day they're looking for, it's a bit of a high barrier. Ladies can come up now.
Yeah, this is the day. But I don't know how I got over so quickly, but I can't even talk about you getting over because it makes me laugh so much that I can't breathe when I talk about it.
It was just, I can just remember being halfway over and Saul being like, be careful, Liam. And then bang, over, for fuck's sake. And it was like...
But at that point...
I'm fine.
Because I got over and I thought you were...
Right behind you.
Right behind me. So I went... Because Tim said 16 and I'm counting. And he was on the stairs. So I went absolutely legging it past him like, you will not stop me, boof. Ran up the stairs, got onto the stage, was like, where's Liam? Glanced down to where we were stood and you were just lay like a corpse on the walkway.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Happy times.
I was just there, stood up, and it just looked like I'd left you.
Yeah, it's a very James thing to happen. That's the sort of thing that would never happen at Johnny Marr gig.
No.
I don't think Johnny would invite a stage invasion up.
No, well, the kit. I don't think people touched his guitars, but there was a guy a few years ago, I think it was called George, who had a sign asking if he could play This Charming Man. And Johnny asked him if he could play. And he said yeah, and he got him up and gave him his guitar, and he absolutely smashed it.
That would be imagine being told, yeah, you can come up, getting Johnny Marr's actual guitar, not like a spare one, not like Doviak's or something, Johnny's guitar, and you absolutely smash it.
It's insane. I wish I could play an instrument.
I know, we say all the time we would love to join James just for one song. We don't know what would play. I mean, we did a great job at Disney with those drums.
Yeah, I feel like the bongos or something.
We could do bongos or...
Yeah.
I think we could maybe do heads.
I could do the clapping in heads.
Okay. To be fair, just give her a tambourine or a maraca. Would be fine.
I think it'd be absolutely fine. I think Johnny would be like, absolutely not, get off my stage.
Yeah.
But
yeah, but that's the next dream, isn't it? To join them
join Johnny on stage.
No, well, Johnny or James, but just to be part of the band, not just backing dancers.
Actually do something.
Make ourselves useful.
I don't think we're very good backing dancers. Does Johnny need backing dancers?
I don't know. Johnny, if you're listening, get in touch, please.
There are a few songs that you could dance to. So Spirit, Power and Soul.
Yes, that's quite dancey, isn't
it?
Armatopia.
They're definitely...
Generate? Maybe.
No, because I like to see the guitar solo in that bit. I like to watch the guitar, so I don't want to be behind him.
Yeah.
But there's definitely some songs.
There's definitely
Easy Money.
Easy Money, yeah. That's quite a bouncy song.
Easy Money.
I don't think my hip is ready for all this.
I don't think it's going to happen, Liam.
No, it's not.
I don't think you're going to be a cheerleader.
No. I'll not give up the day job just yet.
Yeah. But yeah, so after Playland was Call the Comet, which was 2018, there was a massive gap.
Right.
Because we had Playland in 2014, and then he toured all of that, and then in 2015, he released Adrenaline Baby, the live album, which he re-released last year on splatter pink and black vinyl, which is absolutely gorgeous.
I like that album.
Had that.
I think that was the first Johnny album I bought.
It's
always
great.
bought. I think my mum bought it for Christmas.
I remember you getting that for Christmas. It's absolutely gorgeous. So he did that, and then there was a...
Because that's got I Fought the Law on another cover.
Yeah.
I love that cover. I love that song.
That's a very raw cover as well.
Yeah.
Because he did that and Lust for Life around that time.
He's quite good at doing like 70s covers, because you've got Rebel the 70s, isn't it?
I have no idea.
David Bowie's 70s. And then I'm pretty sure I Fought the Law. I Fought the Law is definitely 70s.
Yeah.
So he likes these 70s covers.
Yeah, he does actually. I've never thought about that before. Well, he has got a jukebox.
Of course he has.
So...
I'm going to fact check that one. When did
those songs come out?
When did Rebel come out? Let's have a look. 1974 for Rebel. So yeah, so he likes these 70s covers, which is canny.
That's really cool. But no, I would love to do that. But yeah, then we got to Adrenaline Baby. Had like the best tour ever. I think I did 7 of those dates. Oh, they were so great. His son Niall, his band at the time, Man Made, supported. It was just so brilliant. This was the flower shirts era.
Your favourite era.
And then he did a short tour, called California Jam, a few months after the Adrenaline Baby tour. And then he was busy writing Set the Boy Free.
Yeah.
So we didn't see him until November 2016 when he released Set the Boy Free. Did some book signings, some book events, which were really cool. And then we lost him again and had like a Johnny Marr-less year. And then he came back in 2018 with Call the Comet, which obviously has my favourite ever song on by Johnny.
Hi Hello.
Hi Hello.
It is a good album.
That album's insane. I think that album was like he's found it.
Yeah.
Like he's found his sound.
His solo sound. Yeah.
It's so. I think lyrically there was this massive change in how deep his lyrics were. I think you've got stuff like Actor Attractor. Hi Hello's there's some gorgeous lyrics. It's a brilliant album. Walking to the Sea.
Walking to the Sea is probably my favourite from that album. That's probably my personal favourite.
And also Tim Booth's favourite. A little fact for everybody there.
It is, isn't it?
It's Tim's favourite.
I just like the guitar riff in it.
It's fantastic.
Because even though he's not singing the lyric, Walk Back Into the Sea, you can hear it in the guitar. I don't know. It's just bizarre.
It's a very emotive song.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
It's just fantastic. It took me ages to learn the lyrics, though.
I still don't think I've got them down to a T. It's a hard
It's
song.
Ewan and Doviak's backing vocals. I was always like, I don't know what they're saying.
It's like some James songs though. You think you've got Tim's lyrics down, and then you think, but then you overhear other people's lyrics and say, well, which ones do you sing?
Yeah, am I singing the wrong ones?
I think it's like waltzing along. You've got, when it gets to the chorus, you've got Tim doing one lyric.
Yeah.
And then you've got like Chloe, Andy, Saul, and Jim doing another lyric.
Yeah.
And it's like, well, which one do you join in with?
And then you like go back in two as well. I go back in two.
I think I take turns.
Yeah, sometimes it's bad for it.
I'll join Tim now.
Yeah,
no, I'm going to join.
Sometimes.
I'm going to join the rest of the band. Now I'm going to be a backing singer now. Yeah, and I think a lot of Johnny songs are like that. You kind of can't quite work out.
Because Ewan's got a great voice.
Well, Ewan does, because Ewan is in another band called Sea Fever, and he's kind of co-lead on that one. Between him and Beth, they kind of take turns, which is quite nice. That there's no.
He's got a really nice voice.
Yeah. But he can change his voice quite a lot. He goes from doing like good backing vocals to then in Somewhere he goes quite high.
It's very high in Somewhere.
He's quite good at it, yeah.
It's madness. So yeah, Call the Comet. Bloody hell, such a good album. And then we're on Fever Dreams.
Yes.
Which was the latest album. No, it wasn't it was the latest studio album when you saw him for the first time. That was great though, because he released it in I've seen him interviewed before where he said how he thinks like EPs are exciting.
Yeah.
And he released like it as a few EPs. And then the final part was Fever Dreams parts 1 to 4. And that's another great album that you wouldn't think that you could get better than Call the Comet, and Fever Dreams just
did.
Human. Just insane. Like lyrically, just such a gorgeous song. And his vocals, I think Fever Dreams as well. His vocals are so strong.
Yeah.
I mean, they've always been great. He's always had a good voice. And that's one of the things that annoys me sometimes is when people say like, "Oh no," and they'll compare him to Morrissey, obviously.
Well,
which is like you.
Yeah,
it's expected.
It's always going to happen.
Yeah, it's going to happen. They're very, very different singers, but he's got a really great voice, and sometimes it's really raw, and sometimes it just like glides through songs. And Fever Dreams, I think it glides through a lot, especially on like All These Days and Human. But before you saw him, had he released Spirit Power?
Yeah, Spirit Power was out.
Because you could get Somewhere.
Yeah, so that's when my Johnny journey kind of comes in, because I first seen Johnny at Bedford Summer Sessions. Obviously, I was there to see James, but was very excited to see Johnny for the first time, because I knew Laura absolutely loved him. But regretfully, like, I'd never listened to him up until then. But then when I knew they were going to be playing together, I thought, no, I'm going to wait. I want to see this live first. Yeah. And straight away, it was just, I think after a couple of songs, it was just like, wow.
Did he come on to Armatopia?
He did, so he came on to Armatopia, which is probably one of my top 5 for me, Johnny Marr songs.
Yeah, I'd say top 5.
For me. And it was just like, wow, this is good. And then went through all the songs. I recognised some of the Smith songs, which I didn't realise were Smith songs. And then by the end of his set, I was just like, God, why am I not coming tomorrow? Why am I not going to live him? And then James came on, and I think after about 2 James songs, it was like, I'm coming to live him tomorrow. I will get tickets. I will find a way. And it meant driving home at 2 o'clock in the morning with a job interview the next day to do it. But to see Johnny for a second time and then go and see James with the orchestra again was so worth it.
Especially because that's the last time they did the orchestra.
Yeah, and it was, and I thought...
I mean, I imagine they're going to do it again at some point.
Oh, yeah.
I remember Tim saying they would, but not too soon.
I think that would be a great opportunity for them to do it as a duo, because Johnny's worked with an orchestra, and it worked really well. Like, that orchestral version of Somewhere is just pure magic. It's beautiful.
That's such a good song.
It's such a beautiful song, and
the way that its current live format is so different to the Spirit Power one.
Don't get us wrong, I love the Spirit Power version where it's electric and he's using the electric guitar and it's slightly more electronic and upbeat. But the live version where he starts off acoustically,
it builds and builds.
And it builds and builds, and it's
Jack's drum comes in.
Yeah. And I like that sort of song. I like it when they do that. Well, like James do that with Laid. They start off acoustically and slowly build it, and they've done it with Sit Down a couple of times. They start off acoustically and just build, and then sometimes loop back round and start the song from scratch. I like it when bands do that. It's good. I like it.
It's such a great song. I remember them playing it for the first time. I want to say it was in Home Firth in 2023, and he played that and The Answer. And straight away I was like, I love this song. Like, I absolutely love it. By the end of that summer, I'd had the lyrics tattooed on my leg. And I had to watch so many videos to work out what the lyrics were.
Yeah.
Because it would have been so easy.
Yeah, to get it wrong.
Yeah. Because I've got Dreaming Up a Good Time.
Yeah.
And I was like, it could be like slightly different. And once you've got it, there's no going back.
There's no going back.
Unless you go on Tattoo Fixers.
Yes, I go on Tattoo Fixers. Yeah, I got a Duff Tony Marr tattoo. I got the lyrics wrong.
I'd rather not, though, because people go on that show with, like...
Henry the Hoover on their genitals.
Oh, my God. Some of them go on with, like, a tattoo that's, like, the same size as a 50p. And they're like, yeah, we'll cover it up. And they cover it up with, like, a fucking giant wolf that's, like, 30 centimetres wide.
It's, like... pointless.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
But no, they were great gigs.
They were great gigs.
And as an introduction to Johnny at those gigs, that was some introduction.
And
since then I've been hooked. I think I went home, downloaded all the albums.
Yeah.
Started buying the physical copies. And then then he went, obviously, then you got to go over to America and see them with James. And I'm the envy.
I wish you could have come. Obviously, you couldn't because of work.
Because at the time I worked in a school with feral children, and I hadn't seen the light yet. But to miss out on Johnny and Tim doing The Passenger.
Yeah.
Now, when I've seen the recordings, and it's just pure magic on stage. But I think that's something I need to see live. I need to see.
I'd like to see that.
I'd like to see them do that again, because you could tell from the videos they were having the time of their lives doing that.
They had a lot of fun.
Because they're both Iggy Pop fans, so what better song to do together that wasn't...
And they were both at the same Iggy Pop gig in Manchester.
Yeah, they were.
So before they knew each other.
Yeah, so it's a nice little...
It's really cool.
It's a nice touch that they do, and I think it's something, if they do perform together again, I kind of feel like that needs to be their song. Not doing a James song, not doing a Johnny song.
I'd quite like them to do something completely different.
Yeah, something they could do another Iggy Pop song. I don't know how Tim would deal with like Lust for Life. Think you can manage it? It's another good song.
We make him sound like he's like 95.
No, but
wheeled on stage. Can he manage it?
But Tim's vocals have changed a lot over the years.
Yeah,
Chloe is now
they're
coming in.
They're a lot deeper now, aren't they?
And Chloe is picking up a lot of the slack with the higher notes.
Well, she can come on too.
Yeah, of course. Chloe's always welcome on stage.
Holy Trinity.
Love Chloe.
No, we absolutely love Chloe. I mean, we've just seen it on the recent tour where they played Laid in full. Tracks like One of the Three. Yeah. Where Tim said like his vocals have evolved over the years and he couldn't hit like some of the high parts. So
he's changed it to a deeper song.
Yeah, it's been changed completely, and Andy picks up some of the slack and
then Skin Diving.
With Chloe.
Oh, pure magic.
Yeah, so she could definitely do it.
Yeah.
But yeah, that tour last year when they co-headlined.
And then...
I remember thinking, why aren't they doing... Because it was like about a month the tour.
Yeah.
And I went for the last 2 weeks. And for the first 2 weeks, I was like, are they going to do something together? Because they weren't. And then I landed in New York. And that night, they were in Washington. And they did The Passenger for the first time. So I told everyone it was for my arrival.
Yeah, absolutely.
Everyone was like, really? I was like, yeah. I was like, it was planned. I was like, they were like Laura's coming.
Laura's coming.
We must simply do something. It's a big celebration. Party poppers and everything. But no, it was such a great tour.
No, I was really jealous of that tour, but I was glad I was able to come to America this year for James, and I just hope.
Which was annoying though, because we booked to come and see James this year on tour in America.
And literally booked the flights, booked everything.
And then Johnny announced that he was going to be there at the same time, but on a different coast. And we just couldn't make it work, could we?
We did look.
If our flight had been a day earlier, we could have made Nashville, I think it was. But because we'd already booked our flight, we couldn't do it.
And that was the first thing we booked, was the flight out there, because we found it really cheap that night, didn't we?
Yeah, and it was really depressing knowing that like he was over there, because he did some really weird places, didn't he?
Yeah, he did.
Portchester, Buffalo, but then he did one in Brooklyn that was this CBGB's one. It was a new festival. Was Iggy Pop there? I'm sure Iggy Pop was there.
I want to say,
Yeah, Iggy Pop was there. Sex Pistols with Frank Carter. It was a really, really cool lineup, and it was under a bridge, and it looked incredible.
Yeah.
And we were watching the live stream I think we were in LA.
Yeah.
And there was the live stream, but we had to go because the James VIP was on.
Yeah.
So we didn't get to watch it all, but when we've watched reels of it looked
amazing.
Like such a cool location. I like it when there's cool locations like that.
Yeah, it kind of reminds of like Dana Point. That was a really cool location. Like a gig on a beach in LA. Like, amazing. But yeah.
Exactly, but it's been a busy year for Johnny.
Well, yeah, he started off he did the 2 gigs he only done 2 gigs in the UK this year.
He did 2 gigs
he's done a few. But 2 Johnny Marr gigs.
Yeah, he did
Southampton and
Sheffield, and then Milton Keynes. He did Forever Now Festival.
Yeah.
And he went on stage with The at that one. But he's done some other stuff. He's on the new Gorillaz album.
Yeah.
And he played with them. Who else has he played with on stage this year?
I'm trying to think. As we're recording this, it is 2:30 in the morning, so we are a little bit tired.
They don't record Mastermind at this time, so...
No.
I'll be okay on Mastermind.
Yeah, we'll be fine.
He did something for a celebration of Nile Rodgers.
That's right.
About a month or so ago as well.
Yeah.
But he's a busy guy. I feel like...
Because he got back from America and then had a couple of weeks off and then went straight to Europe.
Yeah, it wasn't long, straight to Europe. And we caught...
Copenhagen.
Copenhagen, Berlin and Munich, and then he went off to Switzerland and Italy.
Yeah.
And then he was obviously playing 2 new songs. Well, he started the tour doing 3 new songs.
He was doing Ophelia.
It's Time.
What was the other one?
Spin.
I love Spin.
Spin is fantastic.
But in the 2 earlier ones, he was doing...
Ophelia as well.
No, in Southampton.
Oh, in Southampton and Sheffield.
He did
How Come?
How Come and Who Do People.
Yep.
Which I loved Who Do People, but you loved...
How Come was superior in every way.
No,
How Come was very high hello, I think.
It was, and I think Who Do People was more the fast-paced songs that I prefer, like Armatopia and Somewhere.
Yeah. Somewhere from the Spirit Power.
Yeah.
Whereas I quite like the acoustic ones.
Yeah, you like slower.
I like the acoustic ones. I like the ones with really nice lyrics as well. I always think about the lyrics.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, you have to when you're a James fan, don't you? Tim's lyrics.
Tim's lyrics are just gospel.
Gospel. It's like the Bible.
Yeah. Pretty much.
When we write our James biography.
Yes,
there's going to be a lyrics section in that.
A massive lyrics section, which...
I think after every chapter, there'll be like a couple of pages of lyrics of songs that were mentioned in that chapter. Like Johnny was on... I think he was on Six Music a couple of years ago. And he did like 1 radio session a week. And I put all the songs that he played into one playlist, and it was amazing. And somebody, after reading Set the Boy Free, wrote down every song that he mentioned in the book and made a playlist of that. And that was really cool. So it's a bit like that with James. It's a bit like Songs of Our Years.
Yeah.
But yeah, then I think people tend to think, oh, if an artist isn't on tour, they're not doing anything.
Yeah. And they always are, like,
especially Johnny.
Yeah, and obviously we know with James at the moment, yes, they're doing the press tour for the Nothing But Love, the definitive best of, but we also know they're rehearsing. There's a new album on its way. They're recording.
The documentary's on its way.
The documentary's been announced, which is amazing. We knew that, obviously, I think Tim had mentioned it. Did he mention it at some VIPs?
They mentioned it at the Live at the Acropolis screening.
That's it, yeah. That there was something coming.
Yeah, because the director was obviously there.
Yeah.
So they mentioned that like he'd been working on this documentary for like a couple of years. So that's going to be really cool. There should be a Johnny documentary.
Well.
Should we make one?
We could. Is he going to fund it?
He's going to be like, no, I do not want this.
He would.
Please leave me alone.
No, Johnny would want a documentary.
Why does Laura keep coming to these shows? I've had enough.
And now she now keeps bringing new people.
I am great at bringing new fans.
Adding people to the cult.
I am as well. I can't just accept people being a casual fan either. I'm like, do you like this Johnny song?
Yes.
You must come to 17 shows.
And we've done...
You must queue for 5 hours.
Have we done 6 this year? 5?
5. 3 in Europe and 2 in the UK?
Yeah, 5 gigs this year.
Yeah, and we've got... so far next year, he's got the American gigs in March.
I don't know if the budget's going to stretch to that one.
No, I don't think so.
Definitely not.
I think we've only been back from Europe for like 3 weeks. And then...
Castlefield Bowl?
Yeah, Castlefield, and he's announced Dublin. So...
That's a maybe.
I do like Johnny shows in Dublin.
Yeah. Well, like the James, like that Collins Barrett's gig for James was amazing. A Dublin crowd is good.
Johnny, I've seen him in Dublin, I've seen him in Belfast.
So we'll see what happens.
Yeah, the Castlefield will be amazing.
Oh,
I love
cry. Castlefield Bowl.
I'm going to act like he's like 15 and I'm really proud of him. Because I saw him there in 2015 supporting Noel. And then I feel like I've seen him so many times in between then and now.
And now he's headlining.
See him headline it, and it's his biggest hometown headline show.
Yeah.
I'm just going to stand at the front crying. I might bring a flag or something. Like a sign.
I love you, Johnny. just to get his ego going even more.
Play Hi Hello.
He's going to play that anyway. He always plays Hi Hello.
Have I not told you?
Yeah, you've told us the story.
The grand story of 2022.
He made one mistake, Laura. Don't hold it against him.
He played it at the first gig in Gloucester.
Mm-hmm.
And then the next night in Bournemouth, he dropped it. And then the night after that, he was at Cardiff and it was Six Music Festival.
Mm-hmm.
And you know when he says, like, has anyone got any requests? For some reason, not hearing Hi Hello once had made me so, like, confident that I shouted it. And it's the most northern thing ever. You can hear it on the recording, and it's just ridiculous. I listen to it, and it's so embarrassing.
You're going to have to play that for us later.
But I'm also quite proud of it because it's so crystal clear. It's all just like everyone's inaudible, like all shouting over each other, and then I'm like, hi, hello! Because it's just the best song ever.
And then did he play it?
No. Played This Charming Man.
Oh, of course.
But yeah.
But did he learn his lesson from that? Did he start playing it again after that?
Yeah, I think he did.
So you did something.
Not that year. He didn't do it that year. Because he then went off on tour with the Killers and stuff, and he didn't do it that year. Then the year he's done it ever since, and it's on Spirit Power. Oh my God, that would be unforgivable if it wasn't on Spirit Power. I don't think I'd ever recover.
No.
I just love it so much.
Let's just hope Johnny doesn't need to do another best of album. Because if he does, great. But if he doesn't put Hi Hello on it, God help the man. You'll hunt him down.
Oh, Hi Hello's the best song ever. I mean,
that's a great song.
That's in my top 5. Can we do a top 5?
Oh. Of just Johnny songs?
Just Johnny solo.
Yeah, I could do a top 5.
What's your top 5?
Every time. Somewhere, Armatopia, Walking to the Sea. I do, and I know this is going to be controversial, but I do like Easy Money. Maybe Spirit, Power, Soul.
Such an uncool Johnny fan. Who chooses Easy Money?
I like Easy Money. Just because you've heard it 80 times.
The thing is with Easy Money,
it's a great song.
It's not my favourite at all, but the reaction...
It gets a good reaction.
Is insane.
He does his cool little dab dance on stage for that one.
I like it. I think I just got a bit fed up with it because he played it so often, but then you have to think, like, not everybody goes to, like, more than one show, so...
Yeah, like...
If you want, and it's a single... And it's like it's exactly the same as me being upset when he doesn't play Hi Hello. There'll be people that are upset when he doesn't play Easy Money. But I've really liked it. I think it's over the last year. He's sort of jazzed it up a bit.
Yeah.
It sounds a bit rockier. He's added a couple of extra like lyrics.
Yeah.
Which is really cool. I like that. I like it when a song can evolve like years after. And that's something that we like about James. Like a song can be so different like many years after being written, and I like that. I'm glad that Johnny does that. So Hi Hello would be my number 1. Hi Hello, Spectralize, which is the B-side to Spiral Cities. Human, Say to May, that's 4. Oh God, this is hard.
I do also like The Answer.
I like The Answer. Oh my God, I've only got 4 and I'm stumped. I don't know what I want as my 5th. Maybe Somewhere.
Somewhere is just... It's the lyrics.
Although I used to absolutely love Boys Get Straight. I don't know why I said used to. I still do love Boys Get Straight. But Somewhere more. So yeah. I've already forgotten what mine are. Hi Hello, Spectralize, Say to May.
Yeah. No, they're good songs. Good choices.
Somewhere. What other one did I say?
Forgot now.
I want all of the Johnny
Just
songs.
all the Johnny songs.
I want all of the Johnny. I think he's a big believer of B-sides as well.
Yeah.
And I love that about him because his B-sides are amazing.
Isn't that a James thing as well? James B-sides are amazing. Is that just an artist thing?
I'd like them to start doing them again. They haven't done them in a while.
I think when was the last time?
Was it Let Us Die?
Yeah, because that was the B-side to All I'm Saying.
I'm Saying, yeah. That's a great song.
It's a really good song, actually.
But, I mean, obviously, All Good Boys is a B-side, and that's one of our favourite James songs.
Maybe that's a good question we could ask at the Q&A tomorrow.
What? Will you start playing B-sides?
Starting some B-sides.
I mean,
that best music's always been, and it is, they've said themselves that...
It's quite impressive to be able to have an album of B-sides.
Yeah, like, how many bands have got that?
I mean, how many B-sides has Johnny got?
You'd know better than I would. You're going on Mastermind.
I am going on Mastermind. So he's got It Switch, Psychic Beginner, Jeopardy, Spectralize. Why have I forgotten everything? That's only 4.
Because it's nearly 20 to 3 in the morning.
There's more than 4.
Yeah, there's loads. But he probably could put a B-sides album together.
Use Me Up, Struck, that's 6.
So he's got a mini album so far.
Yeah, very good. Because he put the those couple of demos on Spirit Power on the extra tracks, and I really liked those.
So Johnny, if you're listening, we'll help you put together a B-sides album Well, Laura will, because Laura knows literally everything about your albums.
I'm going to get in bed in like 15 minutes, and then I'm going to wake up in the middle of the night remembering a song that's a B-side, and I'm going to be furious.
You're just going to probably message me saying, this song. Yes, okay.
Get the laptop running. I need to go back on the podcast.
Just be
I have more Johnny facts.
There'll just be a bit at the end added on after we've said our goodbyes.
And me just shouting a song name. No, but B-sides are great. More people should do B-sides. And most of the B-sides that he's done up until... I don't think Fever Dreams had any B-sides. So up until Call the Comet, they all had a 7-inch release as well.
Yeah.
Which is really cool. And then, of course, he did the single life box set. Amazing. The Bright Parade.
Yeah.
I think that's a B-side because it's on the other side of Armatopia. But I do remember it getting radio play. I remember it being premiered on the radio. So I don't know if that counts as a B-side or not. But that's a really good song. It'd be good to have that back in the live set, actually. I'm such a demanding fan.
You are. You really are.
And I want my B-side album and Hi Hello played every day. Play the Back Garden, please.
Do you want him to go and do Warrington?
Neighbourhood Weekender. Johnny at No, scrap that. Warrington Parr Hall.
You want the Parr Hall? You have been asking him.
Right, I tweet the Parr Hall about once every 6 months asking for Johnny to be booked. I think they've blocked me.
Probably.
They've either blocked me or they've muted me or they've put me on some sort of
that socials
list.
person logs on in the morning. Oh, for God's sake, not this cycle again.
It's going to be great.
Yeah, it's going to be great. But yeah, so what's for Johnny next year? Apart from that tour.
Yeah, I think America's. I'm guessing.
Oh, we know he's recording an album.
Well, he's gone straight into the studio as soon as he's gone back from Europe. So I'm guessing we've got an album next year.
We've got a couple of dates, and then it looks like an album on the way.
Yeah.
And obviously we've heard 5 of the songs now.
Yeah, that's right, 5.
We've heard 5 of the songs, so we know, well, as if any of them make the album, which I'd be very surprised if they didn't, because they were quite strong songs.
They were all brilliant. And they went down so well as well.
They did, yeah.
Like, I was sad that we didn't get Ophelia, but after listening to it
later on.
Yeah, on YouTube and Instagram and so on. That's a really great song as well. The guitar's really nice on that one.
So we've definitely got a good year of Johnny Marr music next year. But yeah, looking forward to it.
Perfect. So I think we wrap up there about Johnny.
Obviously, we really do hope that he joins James on tour again, because it seemed to work well, and it looked like everyone got on with each other. It seemed like a success.
Oh, definitely. I'd love to see them do it again.
Yeah.
It's perfect. And, I mean, musically, they complement each other.
They do. And I think if you're a fan of James or a fan of Johnny, you'll enjoy listening to the other if you're not a fan of the other.
They're quite similar people as well, I think.
Yeah, they've got quite a similar vibe.
Like politically and...
Yeah.
General interests and stuff.
Yeah. And obviously
they're just all really nice people.
Very same era as well.
Yeah. So, that'd be perfect. I will obviously need to go to every single date.
Yeah. Can you, if you're planning this and listening, can you give it a couple more years, please? Because
I mean, the credit cards need paying off before we book more things.
And please pray for our credit cards. Or send money, one or the other. Any donations are much appreciated to help this lifestyle that Johnny Marr and James have forced us into against our will.
Constantly maintaining a lifestyle we cannot afford.
Yeah.
But it's an enjoyable one. And there's always a lot of James and there's always a lot of Johnny. And we hope that people have learned something about Johnny today, maybe?
Yeah, hopefully.
And
if you like what you've heard, if this is the first time you've listened to the podcast, please subscribe, follow along. See, we're on all the socials. If you're not following on socials, X, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram.
Yeah,
and obviously
YouTube.
We've got the website as well. So just follow along the journey. We're all in, and
wherever it takes us.
I was trying not to finish that, but
I was like, we have to. So
Don't know what the next episode will be, but keep an eye out for it, and it'll be out soon.
Yeah, it'll be out soon. Thank you very much for joining us.
See you on the next one. Bye.
Bye.